In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a smooth light line animation in After Effects. You'll learn how to build and animate it and how to use it in your own motion graphics projects. Let's get started.
First, let's create a new composition. Set the resolution to 1920 by 1080, the frame rate to 30 FPS, and the duration to 15 seconds. Now, select the rectangle tool and draw a square in the center of the composition. Hold Shift while drawing to keep it perfectly square. Set the anchor point to the center, then use the Align panel to center the square both horizontally and vertically. Next, select the Move tool and add a gradient to the stroke. You can use any colors you like. I'm going with these colors for this tutorial. Finally, set the square's roundness to 50 to give the corners a smooth, rounded look.
Now go to Add and choose Trim Paths. Then open the Trim Path settings. Move to 1 second and add a keyframe to End. Then go back to 0 seconds. Set End to 0% and add a keyframe to Offset. At 1 second, set the offset to 90 degrees. Next, go to Stroke and make the line caps rounded. Now select Rotation and set it to 90 degrees. Select all the keyframes and apply Easy Ease. I'm using around 80% easing, but you can adjust it to your preference. You can also fine-tune the animation in the graph editor. For this tutorial, I'm using Motion 4, which I've linked in the description if you want to check it out. I'll move the rotation keyframe slightly forward to make the movement feel smoother. Actually, I think 180 degrees looks better here. Now, duplicate the layer with Ctrl D. Bring up Rotation, Scale, and Position, and add keyframes for all three at 2 seconds. Move to 4 seconds and reduce the scale to 60%. Then move one square to the right and the other one to the left. Give each one a 90-degree rotation. Finally, select all the keyframes and apply Easy Ease. Move the rotation keyframe slightly forward to give the animation a smoother, more natural feel.
Now, I'll animate the position of the right square so it moves to the left, and animate the position and rotation of the left square so it moves to the right. Next, select one of the squares and add the Deep Glow effect. If you don't have Deep Glow, you can use the standard glow effect instead. I'll set the exposure to 0.2 and the radius to 200. Now, duplicate the effect and apply it to the other square. And here's the result. At the point where the two squares meet, I don't want the animation to continue showing after that, so I'll use Alt plus right bracket to trim the layer right there. Now, select both layers and duplicate them using Ctrl plus D. Select one of the duplicated layers and add the CC Radial Fast Blur effect. Set the amount to 90.
Then copy the effect and apply it to the second layer as well. Finally, select opacity and animate it from 100% to 0% to create a smooth fade out. Select the pen tool and draw a straight line. Then make the line caps rounded. Center the anchor point and use the Align panel to place the line in the center of the composition. Now, animate the position and rotation. Rotate the line one full turn and give it a slight tilt. I think around -200 degrees works well here. Select the final keyframes and apply Easy Ease. From this point, we need the line to enter the scene. So using Alt plus bracket, trim the layer to remove everything before this point. I'll move the rotation keyframe slightly forward to make the movement smoother. Now, at this point, add keyframes for both position and rotation. Move 1 second forward and animate the line from the left side of the screen to the right. Select all 4 keyframes, move them slightly forward, and apply Easy Ease to all of them. That looks much better. I'll make a few adjustments to the movement and rotation in the graph editor to make the animation feel more natural. Now, to create the light effect, duplicate the layer. Turn off the top layer, then select the bottom layer and add a gradient stroke. I like these colors, but feel free to use any colors you want. Finally, add deep glow to the layer. If you don't have deep glow, you can use the standard glow effect instead.
Now, add the CC Radial Fast Blur effect. And set the amount to around 85. For deep glow, set the exposure to 10. Next, add opacity keyframes to the layer. Set the opacity to 100% wherever you want the light to be visible, and set it to 0% wherever you want the light to disappear. Now add a keyframe to Radial Fast Blur and move it to around 7 seconds. From here, you can reposition the effect and place it wherever you want the light to move. Let's turn the top layer back on and see the final result.
Hold Shift and select both layers, then duplicate them using Ctrl-Shift-D. Move the duplicated layers to the top using Ctrl-Shift+. Press U to reveal all the keyframes, then delete them. Now move the bottom light layer onto the top layer. Add scale and position keyframes to create a movement from the bottom to the top. Then select the bottom light layer and adjust the light angle so it comes in from below. And that's it for the animation. Now let's move on to animating the text.
Now, type in any text you want and style it however you like, using the same font and color to match the design. I'll make the text a little smaller. For the text animation, I'm using Animation Composer. If you want to download it, I've left the link in the description. For the intro, I want the text to animate in like this, and for the outro, like this. Now, let's position the text and our motion shapes together. Duplicate the text layers using Ctrl+D and use them for the next text. Continue placing each text layer in the right position and timing. And that's it. You've created this clean and stylish animation in After Effects. For the transition in this section, I'm going to use a solid layer and animate its opacity. I'll also animate the position
to give it a smoother, more natural movement as it comes up. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe for more After Effects and motion graphics tutorials. Check out my other videos for more useful techniques and creative effects. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to help.